The 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals have always been an abstract subject to many Ghanaians, especially the layperson. With only 6 years to reach the attainment of the global goals, many households reel under the impact of environmental challenges. This is attributable to the low public sensitization to attract more people to strive for a sustainable nation. In creating public awareness as the country races against time to achieve the goals, an architect and lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has developed local symbols and meanings for the sustainable goals. Emmanuel Kweku has more in this report.
17 unique goals to be achieved globally by countries under the United Nations for a sustainably developed world. Ghana, like many countries who signed this treaty, have more to accomplish before the 2030 targeted deadline. But are people even aware of these goals?
No poverty, quality education, clean and affordable energy.
This level of low awareness confirms the 2023 research on examining the level of public awareness on the Sustainable Development Goals in Africa. It revealed some Ghanaians knew about Goal 1 to 4 of the SDGs, but generally awareness of the global goals was low. Out of the numerous languages of the world, the SDG symbols are only transcribed into 6 dialects. But researchers in Ghana are adopting the local arts and meanings from the Adinkra symbols to represent the goals. Known as Adinkra texture, the 17 designs were selected from the over 96 known Adinkra symbols and localized into the Ghanaian parlance for a more comprehensive description while clamoring for action. Professor Rexford Asase-Opong is the brain behind the piece.
One of the key things about sustainability is your ability or our capability and ability to appreciate our culture and bring culture into it. Sustainability is about people. It's about development.
The Adinkra symbol, despite being artistic, has meanings which communicates.
Adinkra symbols, Jinyami womu fonton from Sankofa. Sankofa nature say, I say Adiebia wapo ana echem. Now what sign koechi asanya kofa.
Health and well-being basically is abstract. But if you bring it to our local system and you are showing a symbol of ahoden to the local person, he will know that if I have strength, if I have ahoden, I'll be able to work and also reduce poverty.
There is a call for the incorporation of the symbology in the local curriculum to expose children to climate action and environmental sustainability. For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Kweku.
Emmanuel Kweku joins us live with more on this. This is innovative, Emmanuel, using Adinkra symbols to break down the SDG goals. How are they receiving this in the community?
Well, in fact, this, as you rightly saw in the reports, most Ghanaians know some of these symbols, the Adinkra symbols. We have it in local fabrics and even on the graffitis you find around, you find some of these symbols. So if it is being used to represent the Sustainable Development Goals, then surely most of these people can really cooperate or really cope with some of these things, understand how they can use, let's say, a symbol like Jinyame or Sankofa. They can understand it better in terms of the SDGs, because generally when we went out in town to speak with them, just showing them the symbols that was drawn for the SDGs, some of them could not really understand. But taking something like a local art to represent some of these things, they were able to appreciate what was being said about sustainability, because the awareness about the SDGs is so low, and we have only just some few years, that is about some 6 years to end the SDG. So with this particular art, hopefully some awareness can be created, some awareness can be achieved. Some people get to understand. And so, for many of them, this is an innovative piece and they can easily cope with it.
There are calls for this to be incorporated in our curricula. Has he so far petitioned the Education Ministry, referring to the lecturer?
Okay, for now, no, he hasn't done anything, but it was just an admonition he was given out there that this can be adopted, this can be incorporated in our curriculum. So the students, the upcoming ones, the pupils, even can know, because if right from kindergarten, you don't know really much about the SDGs, then generally, what are we going to do as a country in fighting for a sustainably developed world? So he hasn't really started anything yet, but it was an admonition, and he's hoping that the government could heed to this and then work on it.
Thank you, Ma. Now.